Yoga is practiced all over the world these days, but does anybody apply the yogic philosophy in daily life? May I invite Mr. Alok Gupta to share with us his knowledge about the topic. Mr. Alok, who's the founder of Mindful Yoga, is a great yoga instructor, working in the field of yoga for 9 years. Can we have a big round of applause for him?
Om Shanti. Can we start with a simple note, all of us together? Maybe I invite you to close your eyes, put your hands on your knees, and just one time, inhale. Thank you. Let me start with a quick story. This is a story of a little child. A little child who was put into yoga by his parents. How many children do yoga here? How many parents started yoga when they were a child? Okay. How many are continuing the yoga even now? So what happened to this little child? He was put into yoga by their parents. And he started becoming strong. His mental focus started becoming better. He started scoring great marks in college and school. His body became agile and strong. But then, just like those children fell down, nothing would happen to him because he was strong. His mind was strong. But then, as time passed by, Western music took over. Life took over, the run towards marks took over, and he stopped yoga. It became passing. And then what happened? He started becoming weak. His mind started becoming not as strong and intelligent as he was. And then he started going back to yoga again. Again he became strong. His mind became strong. But then what happened? He stopped it because he was strong and intelligent. And then he became an average person. Now, do you want your son to be an average person? Are you yourself a leading example of the person who's going in and out of yoga? I see so many Indians. How many Indians out here? 100% Indians. Yoga is our Sanskriti, is our culture. Are we really practicing the yoga way of life? And let me share with you quickly. I can spend 10 hours on this speech, but I'm going to finish it in 5 minutes. So I'm going to share with you how you can transform your life with yoga. Yoga is not only asanas and pranayama. Yoga is much more than that. So there are 8 limbs of yoga which Patanjali had discovered for all of us. How many of us know what are the 8 limbs of yoga? Ashtanga yoga. See, all that we know about yoga is just asanas or maybe pranayama. Which one do you think is an advanced practice? Who says asana is more advanced than pranayama? Who says pranayama is more advanced than asana? And most of us say nothing. Now the first limb of yoga, and if you want to really transform your life with yoga, I live yoga 24 hours in a day. The first one is yamas. What is yamas? It is nothing but kindness, compassion. What are the principles you follow in your life towards your behavior with your friends, with your colleagues? Are you kind? Are you compassionate? And if you're not practicing union with that person in front of you. The first limb of yoga, yamas. The second limb, niyamas, which means nothing but discipline your daily routine. You heard the age-old saying, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Are we following that? And if you really want to know the true nature of an individual, don't check his routine when he goes to office. Check his routine on the weekend. What does he do when there's no pressure. What does it do? On his own self-interest. That's niyama, that's your routine. The third limb, asanas. Now, unless you're good in your yamas and your niyamas, you cannot be good in your asanas. Because you will be like that little boy who will go in and who will go out of yoga. The fourth one, pranayama. If you try to do pranayama against some teachers who tell you to do it before, it will not be as effective. The whole asana practice is focused on expanding your pranayama. What is pranayama? It's the life energy which is through and through our body. Science doesn't have a name for it, but the closest name is life force. Pran means your life force, and yama means expansion of that force. And if you can expand that force, you can be like a Shaolin monk. You've seen those Shaolin monks who can take spears here and nothing happens? That is the power of pranayama. These are the four external limbs of yoga. And then we come to the four internal limbs of yoga. What is the fifth limb? The fifth limb is pratyahara. If you think I'm standing in front of you, am I talking to you? How many of you think I'm talking to you? Yes, practically yes. But scientifically, how many of you still think I'm talking to you? No, I'm not. All that I'm doing is making vibrations in the air which are traveling through your eardrums and you're translating messages inside. Everything in your life, that coffee you drink, that movie you watch, everything is within you. And most of us don't even know that. That is pratyahara. Once in a day, at least for a few minutes, go within and understand the reality which lies within. Pratyahara. The next one is called dharana, which is nothing but concentration. The best game on the planet for children is which one? To enhance focus. Chess. How many parents encourage their kids to play chess? And if we don't start it now, it started from the days of Shiva and Parvati. If you've seen her, Devo ka Dev Mahadev, Shiva and Parvati start playing a game of chess. That really creates your strategy, your focus so much. And if you don't encourage your kids to play chess, the focus won't be great. How many of you speak Hindi here? Alright, great. You would have heard your parents telling you, dhyan lagao, dhyan lagao, dhyan lagao, right? But kaise? किसने कोशिश करी है कैसे ध्यान लगाओ 90% of our education system does not teach us how to focus. And if you can't focus, how can you memorize? You will become a parrot, rattu tota. Einstein said education is what you remember after you leave school. How much of that education you're using in your life which you learned in school, dear parents? And that's the problem. If you can't focus, you cannot understand. You cannot understand, you cannot apply. You cannot apply, life is not going to change. That is dharana, concentration. And here's the magic. There are only 6 actions. 6 actions. The 7th and 8th limb is automatic. What is the 7th limb of yoga? Dhyana. Have you heard the famous saying that you cannot go into sleep? Sleep happens to you. You can go into bed. You can make the conditions appropriate for sleeping. And then sleep happens to you. Similarly, you cannot go into meditation. Meditation happens to you. What you go into is concentration. When you're looking at that flame, when you're practicing the practice of pratha, focusing on the flame, you go in a zone. That is meditation. So that's dhyana, automatic limb of yoga, the 7th limb. And finally, samadhi. Most people call it enlightenment. Now forget enlightenment. But an enlightened person, I don't know what happens after it goes away, but what does happen, crisis doesn't make you agitated. You don't get angry by tiny things. You don't get irritated. And if you really want to be that person who doesn't get irritated, agitated, angry, then follow these 8 limbs of yoga. So summarizing, help me if you got these 8 limbs of yoga. The first one, anyone? Yamas, which is our practice towards our fellow humans, humanity. The second one, Niyama, which is the routine, the discipline we follow. The third one, simple, Asanas. The fourth one, Pranayama. The fifth one, withdrawal, Pratyahara. The sixth one, Dharana, focus, concentration. And the seventh and eighth is automatic. That is Dhyana and Samadhi. Now with that, this child I gave you the quick story of started going back to yoga. And he no longer was doing only asana and pranayama. He was doing much more. He was following yoga in his life. And then success was there. And even if he didn't get what he wanted, he still managed to rise in life. He managed to live life in a beautiful way. Because in the end of life, only 3 things matters. In the end of life, only 3 things will matter. And remember this, my friends. How much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go. Thank you.